so we got her all welded up. We're going to get her sit down here on the floor. The spatter, if you just take a flap disc wheel on the grinder, it wipes right off. So cleaned it all up. That's all off. So I'm going to set it down here on the floor. I might have to bring the tractor and loader in here unless I want to manhandle it. Maybe I'll manhandle it and get it down on the floor, but it's going to hurt for the next 2 or 3 days after that. It's pretty heavy. That's some thick wall pipe. That's this pipe is well, crap, hang on. That's how thick a wall pipe that stand is made out of, so it's heavy stuff, and that's what I wanted. I wanted it heavy so it's not scooting around unless I want to move it around. So we're going to get her sit down here on the floor and mark out for her grinders. Well, now I got the grinders sitting on it the way I want them. I want them so they're like this. And I can just walk around to either one that I want, you know, which will be nice because I'll have access to... I was going to mount them side to side, but the problem was I was worried about limiting access to each side of them, you know. So this grinder is going to be the one that gets the thin cutoff wheel and wired brush on one side, and the Dewalt's going to keep both of its got a finer wheel on this side and a coarser wheel on this side. They might be a little high, but I don't like bending over because I'm 6'2", so for me, I like them to be higher. You could make this any height you want, actually, because you could just cut the pipe shorter or whatever you want to do. But for me, I like things to be, you know, up higher for me so I don't have to bend over. So I'm going to get these marked out where their holes go and get some bolts in them. Now remember, all this stuff is just scrap I had laying around. That's why this plate's got a little bit of a notch cut in it here, and stuff's not the cleanest as far as rust, but I'm going to clean it all up and spray it with some primer and paint it probably black or something. So I'm going to get these grinders mounted up, and then we'll scoot it over by the wall where I want to put it and see how it works. Well, while I was marking this out for the bolt holes for the grinders, I kind of came across a little bit of a flaw. I'm going to come clean and tell you what I did. I didn't check this plate right here to make sure that it was flat. It turns out that this end is bowed down a little bit, starting about right here. I can't remember where I found this plate, but I found this plate when we were doing a demolition job. And it's been laying over in my keep pile of scrap, which is stuff that has potential. And it's no big deal that it's bowed down a little. I mean, I just wanted to, if anybody notices it, come clean and tell you that it is bowed, and I should have checked it before I even used it. I mean, it's not going to make a bit of difference being a grinder stand at all. It's just that kind of, usually I like to keep a higher standard of work and not use bent material. But, hey, one thing about it, if the roof leaks, at least we know the water's going to run off this end. I guess that's a way you can look at it. But anyways, I just wanted to point that out real quick. I'm going to continue with this project. I really don't care. I'm not going to notice it. After 6 months from now, I'll probably look at it and not even realize that it's bowed down a little bit. It's just that I was marking out these lines and I had a straight edge, and I'm like, oh, I got to kind of push down that straight edge on that end for some reason to get it tight to the plate. And then I started looking it over. I'm like, oh crap, we're a little bit bowed. So anyways, I'm going to continue with this project. I'm going to get the mag drill set up with the chuck so I can just drill some smaller holes, because I think my smallest mag drill bit's like 9/16, and I don't want them that big. So I'm just going to switch over to a regular twist drill bit and get these holes drilled and get these grinders mounted and try her out. Well, I got the mag drill set up. I got our hole center punched. Got the oil can. I The magnet is stuck. It ain't going nowhere. So we're going to drill us a hole. Seems to be kind of hard. I wonder if this plate didn't go through a fire or something. It's hard to tell. Can't remember exactly what demolition job I found it on. But anyways, always remember when using a mag drill, if you've got it on a post or something that you're drilling a hole in, like I did one time, I was drilling some holes for some bolts for my dad to bolt a electric box on a pole, or a post, square post. We were putting up a security light out behind the big shop, and I was up higher drilling a hole for Dad to run a wire out, and he had already had his box mounted down at the bottom. Well, I had this stuck to the post, and I went to shut the drill off, and I hit the rocker switch instead, and when you hit this switch, you lose the magnet on the magnet base. And it slid down the pole and sheared off his new electric box that he just put on. And he wasn't too happy. He had to redo it all. But so lessons learned. Don't shut this part off. Just shut these buttons off that shut the drill off. Unless you're ready to hold on to the drill, then you can shut the magnet off. I wish they had buttons on both sides. That'd be kind of nice, so you don't have to walk around to the other side, but that's all right. It is what it is. I'm not the designer, so what do I know? I don't have the college degree to design stuff. Anyways, so I'm going to get the other 2 holes drilled. You got the idea. I'm not going to make you watch me just drill 4 holes. I mean, that'd be boring. So I'm going to move down to the other end on the tipped end, so the oil's going to run off on that end. So I'm going to get those holes drilled, and then we'll get some grinders bolted down. So we got the Dewalt grinder sitting where it's going to go. I walked over to the Lawson's bolt bin in the corner of my shop and got some tough torque 3/8 bolts. We're going to get them put in the holes. Kind of tricky. Dead on with the holes. That's always a good thing. Got some nuts. Nuts and some lock washers to go here on the bottom. I put washers up here because of that aluminum base. I didn't want to put too much pressure on it with just the head. So put some lock washers. You're going to need 4 3/8 bolts. You're going to need 4 flat washers, 4 lock washers, and 4 nuts. I believe these are, what were they? Oh. So, I'm using 3/8 by 2.5 inch long bolts. Sorry, I had to get my eyes adjusted to read the little tag. But And yes, I'm using a chrome socket on my impact. Nobody throw a fit. They're Tecton sockets, made in Iowa. They're good sockets. Ain't gonna hurt to use them on the impact. Oh, look at that. Nice and sturdy. Very nice. So we're gonna grab the other little grinder and get him mounted up on the other side. Hopefully I got his holes right. Might be an issue getting his bolts in because of the, maybe there might be a lack of room here. Nope, that go in. Oh, need a flat washer. I'll carry the camera over here. I got this tripod and I'm not so convinced that I like this tripod. It's kind of a cheap one. I found it in my basement actually. Not sure where it came from. Probably something I ordered years ago. I decided to make videos about other things. Other things as in excavating and farming. Don't think anything dirty. They kind of come out wrong really when after I think about it. Videos of other things. What other things would you be doing, Brandon? You just never know with me. Ah, perfect. Holes are right where they need to be. I noticed that the base is cracked on this grinder, so I'm gonna not tighten it super tight. When I bought the house that I live in now, the old lady that lived here originally, she fell down and her kid said, "That's it, Mom, you're moving with us to North Carolina." Well, she left everything in the house and I bought it with contents. And this grinder and a few other power tools were in the garage. And I've just held on to it. Because you never know when you're going to need something. I finally found a good project for it. So, this is that good project for it. So anyways, here you have it. 2 grinders mounted on the same stand. Very nice and sturdy. It's not moving anywhere. Plenty high for a giant like me, so I don't have to bend over, which I don't like bending over. So, yeah, it's going to work out great. I like this. I'm glad I built this today. I've been wanting to build the stand. I've had all the pieces laying outside, and I'm like, it's not that great a day out. It's Easter Sunday, and it's not sunny out and stuff, and I'm like, I think today's the day that we're going to build us a grinder stand. And I thought, well, I needed a YouTube video for this week because I try to post one a week so I don't overwhelm people. And I don't have any of the other videos of the dozers on the dirt job that we're working on. I don't have those edited yet, so I couldn't upload them this weekend. I thought, well, I'm going to make a quick video, vlogging video with my phone, which is easy because I have Filmora on my phone. That's how I edit my videos. And if I have them on my phone, it's easier to download and quicker and whatever. So anyways, if you like this video, if you got anything out of this video, if you have a compliment, I don't even care if you give me not a compliment. I don't care if you just yell at me. I appreciate the feedback, no matter what kind of comment it is. But if you enjoyed this, give me a like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Thanks for the subscribers that have just subscribed. I think I gained like 4 or 5 today. I appreciate it. I love all the, I love answering the questions you may have about the Forney Easy Weld 140. I know that's been a pretty hot topic, but now I featured some more tools like my magnet-based drill and, well, grinders, but them aren't exciting. Everybody's got a grinder, but magnet-based drill, that's pretty exciting. If you don't have one, get one. It's a lifesaver. Because of all the work that I do on heavy equipment and stuff for drilling bolts out and track frames and stuff like that, this thing is sweet. You just clamp it right to it. Or if you have to, you can weld you a flat plate to your workpiece and let it suck the magnet to that flat plate. And frame rails and semis, it's a beautiful piece to have. I mean, if you're going to put a set of fenders on or you need to bolt some kind of air valve or something, magnet-based drill is the way to go. So anyways, if you like this video, give me a like and subscribe. I'll be making more of these, and I'll catch you on the next video.